Okay, so thank you everyone for joining me tonight. My name is Jalise, and of course, this is Infinite Modesty Design. So whether you're joining me live, you're joining me on YouTube, you're watching the replay, thank you so much for joining me. For those who are on my email list, if you of course want, you could actually join me on Zoom. I like company, so I would be highly appreciate if anyone want to join me on Zoom. You're more than welcome. And of course, if you're not joining me on Zoom, you are watching me live anyway, just say hi. Again, my name is Jalise, and of course, this is Infinite Modesty Design. Thank you for those who joined me on Zoom. So I see Anne-Marie, Linda, I see Sharon, and I see G. I'm not sure who is G, but anyway, thank you for joining me tonight. How's everyone doing tonight?
Doing great.
How's everyone doing?
Doing well, Jalise, thank you.
You're welcome, Anne-Marie, you're welcome. Okay, so I see that a few people want to join me. So guys, so for those who are on my email list, I would send it out. I see a few people join, or a few other people joining me. Thank you guys. So this is just pretty much just a sew and chat tonight. I will be doing it more so as we go along. I have two screens in front of me, so you may see me looking this way and that way. All good. I'm just happy to have everyone with me tonight. Again, whether you're watching me live, you on the Zoom, it doesn't really matter. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I believe this is shared on YouTube. I'm hoping it would come out clear, because the last time I did a live, it didn't come out clear at all. I wasn't happy at all. So I'm hoping this one come out clear. Regardless, I'm also on my Facebook page. So if anyone want to join me on there, if anyone is on there and want to say hi, I will be grateful. So like tonight or any other night, I'll be joining on. Once I'm doing sewing, anyone could ask me any question. I do want to do a little DIY. I don't want to be too long. But again, if anyone have any particular question that they want to ask me, or they just want to make a comment in general, what about sewing? What about anything related to sewing? I am more than welcome to support if need be. Give me 1 second, guys. I think my live is actually. Yeah, my YouTube is actually showing me, and I'm hearing my voice in the background. Okay, so has anyone sewn anything this week? Anyone sewn anything this week? I don't know, whether freehand, whether pattern, whether you touch your sewing machine. Anyone? Anyone? If you sewn anything this week, that will be a great conversation. Let me know. You have? Okay, Sharon, have you sewn anything
this week? And trying to sew with different pattern.
Oh, you did this with a pattern this week? Fantastic.
Well, I did this from the book. There was a book, so I drew the pattern out of the book, but different fabric is what I meant.
Oh, okay.
Like a sheer. I made this dress.
Right.
Then I added a sheer sleeve, and then I also added the cuff.
That is fantastic. I like the cuff. It's so nice.
And it also has
even the pattern. The pattern is like a butterfly pattern.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful.
Well, some similar to that. It's out of a book.
Yeah.
So okay. I made my own pattern from the book, and then I was able to sew it.
What's the name of the book? Just for anyone else might be curious. Is it a book you sent me, or a book I refer, or is a book that?
No, hold on. You probably have this one. It's Sewing with African Print.
Sewing with African Print. Fantastic.
Yeah. Nice. White fabric. And then the patterns are in the book. So I just trace my own out.
Oh, the pattern is in the book. Okay.
You know, nice. It's those patterns that are overlaid. All the different sizes are overlaid, and you have to find your size.
Yeah. Okay, so you just trace it out. That is nice.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
And then so I'm also learning how to do shirting.
Of course. Why not?
Because my husband likes the shirts I made.
Oh, you made one for him already? That's good.
So now he wants me to make his shirt. Yeah.
Why not? Awesome. Yes. Thank you for sharing that, Anne-Marie. Awesome. So for anyone who wants the book, contact Anne-Marie. If you guys is in the group, maybe she could actually post the book in there as well. All righty, guys. So anyway, anyone have any other question to ask me, or any question at all, you could definitely ask me tonight. So who we are at Toronto. Well, I'm in Brampton Sewing and Fashion Studio. We do offer in-studio sewing classes only on Mondays for now, for those who might be interested. Alrighty. We will be coming up with some events coming up this summer by the grace of God. So for those who in and around Toronto and Brampton area, you would know more about it. I might be coming up with a sewing event online. I'm not clear on what event I'll be doing online yet, but definitely everyone will be keep posted. I'll keep everyone posted in general. Now, for those who know me, I want to come on and I just want to do a little DIY tonight. It's very, very simple. Actually, you know what? To be honest with you guys, I'm not going to lie. I've seen this style somewhere. I was working somewhere, I think a couple of weeks ago, and I seen it and I just like it. I said, you know, let me just try it tonight on a live. So I've never done it before. So, but it's something very simple. We're going to be making a table mat. Very, very simple. Okay, so I am going to definitely show you guys the different steps and how easy it is, and hopefully come out pretty tonight so we could actually enjoy it itself. All righty, what I'm going to do, if anyone have any question or anyone want to ask any question, you know, you're more than welcome. But what I'm going to do right now, Sharon, you have anything to say? I see you've been quilting away. You on mute. You're on mute, honey. You're on mute. You are on mute.
I'm going to get started on clothes now. I'm going to take a break from quilts.
Okay, sounds good. No worries. No worries at all. No worries at all. But I like the, what are you making, a bed sheet and all that? I think I've been seeing a few of them. Don't mind if I don't put like or anything, but I've been checking you out for sure.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was a quilt. My friend, my guy friend, that was his army uniforms.
Oh, okay. Nice, very nice. Pretty.
Thank
All right,
you.
good stuff. So I see Linda Duff tonight and G and iPhone. I have no clue who you are. If you guys want to say hi, you're free to say hi. I see a comment in the chat here. Oh, so Anne-Marie actually posted the sewing book with African wax print fabric. Fantastic. All right, so anyone want to say anything? That's fine. You could just unmute yourself, and I'm seeing someone else coming on the Zoom here. So for anyone who want to join me in Zoom, you're more than welcome. I just wanted to be a quick little DIY. Again, as I turn the screen to myself, you could still interrupt me if you need to and ask me any question or anything particular you want to say. I will be grateful. So I am going to move the, yes, anyone want to say something?
I just wanted to announce, I shared this with Sharon already. I finally licensed a fashion label.
Okay.
It's called Soulful Collections by Anne.
There you go.
And my husband picked it up.
That's good.
So I'm fully licensed and I can now get labels for my designs.
Fantastic. So you're planning on making your own design, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
There you go. I like that. So we'll talk. Well, actually, I'll hear more about that as we go along. I like that. Very good. Congrats, my dear. I love it. Love it. Good stuff. So that's good news so far. Okay, so I am going to just turn my camera down here. And I am, so everyone seeing me? Is everyone seeing me clear? My hands clear here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah? Everyone's seeing me here, Claire? Just want to make sure that I'm pinned. Anne-Marie, are you seeing my hands clear here? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, good stuff. All right, so we are going to be making just a very simple DIY, very simple, very basic to show you how sewing doesn't have to be complicated. It doesn't have to be brainstorming. You could just get some fabric and make something very, very easy, very simple, and move on with your day. And of course, like many of my students will say, sewing is very therapeutic. There are times, you know, you just want to throw everything out, you're going on your sewing machine, you make something and you feel so good that I made this. So that's what we're going to be doing right now. Some of my students who's online have taken my advanced online course where they make dresses. So they know at the end of the day, simple sewing, big time sewing is sewing. It's just a wonderful, wonderful thing to know that I create this. All right, so like I mentioned, I haven't made this before, but I'm going to actually show you exactly what I'm doing here. So this is just a fabric mat and there's a decoration to the very end of it. Okay, so first thing first, you're going to get 2 pieces of fabric. Now I have only one here, but 2 pieces of fabric. The measurement doesn't matter. I'm just going to show you what piece I cut out here. That doesn't mean that it's a standard that you have to have this particular measurement, okay? So don't get too, that I have to be precise. So the measurement I have here was 17 and a half, could be 18, could be 19, it could be 16, it doesn't really matter. And then that's the length here. And then the width I have here, guys, is 14, okay? So you want 2 pieces of this here, 2 pieces of this fabric, and you also want a batting in between. Now, I just use regular fleece interfacing that have adhesives on there. So adhesive means that you could actually iron this on the garment itself. That's what I have here. So I see hi, not seeing you. So Rosemary, I'm not sure why. You should be able to see my hands. I think everyone else is seeing my hands. I'm not sure why you're not seeing me, but I think everyone else is seeing me very clear. But thank you for joining, my dear. Okay, so or you can get insulated batting. Insulated batting is this sort of kind of fleece material, but it helps that when you, for instance, we're making a table mat, right? So when you put your table mat or you put a hot pot down, you know, it doesn't really burn the mat itself. So I don't have that. I just have the fleece interface. But maybe when I send out the email, I'll send out probably a link to Amazon, and probably you could actually get that if you wish. Or again, if you don't have all that, you could just do the mat. Sorry, yes?
Is this what the insulated, this is insulated batting?
I'm not sure I can see clearly, but it is like a white fabric, and it's when you bought that particular, what did you buy it for?
Like a quilt.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
okay.
No.
Yeah, it's not, no, that one is not insulated batting. I'm gonna send out a link itself so you could actually see it and buy it on Amazon if you wish. But it's, let's say for instance, you're making a glove, like a hot pot glove, when you have to put your hands in the oven, Anne-Marie, or anyone else, it actually helps that your hand doesn't burn. So it kind of seal, or you have like a lunch bag and you want your food to be warm within the bag. It actually helps to seal the warmthness inside. That's what it's all about. But this, again, like I mentioned, is just clear interfacing. It's just fleece interfacing that have adhesives on there. So anyway, let's get started. So what you want to do, you want to take one of the fabric and fold them right sides together, lengthwise. So right sides together, lengthwise here. And what I do, guys, so it doesn't have to be complicated, I just get a bowl cover, a little bowl cover here. And I am going to round the corner. So I'm going to round the edge of this here. I'm just going to round the edge here. Okay. So how I'm going to do that? So again, like I mentioned, I close this right sides, wrong sides touching wrong sides, right sides facing me. Then I'm going to take my my measuring tape, and I'm going to measure like 1.5 inch up from the edge here. Okay. 1.5 inch here, 1.5 inch here, and then I'm going to round the corner. So 1.5 inch here, roughly. It could be 1 and 3/8 of an inch. Actually, I have 1 and 3/8 of an inch here. So 1 and let's say 1.5 inch. Actually, I'm just going to leave it to 1.5 inch. 1.5 inch here. You can put it 1.5 inch here, just as a guide marking. 1.5 inch here, and then you're going to make a guide here. Now you would take your cover, your bowl cover, and you're going to try to round the corner off. So that's all I'm going to be doing here, just rounding the corner off, because you just want the edge of your table mat to be rounded and nice. Okay, so I'm going to do the other side as well. I'm going to do this side. So again, I'm going to take my tape measurement, and I'm going to come in 1.5 inch from the edge corner. It doesn't even have to be 1.5 inch. It could even be less than that. And I'm just going to round it off here. So the reason why I say 1.5 inch, just to be evenly, so people can understand very clearly. Okay, I'm going to take just a pin and pin this on this side here. Pin it here. And then what I'm going to do here is just cut out that rounded corner. And once I do one side, guys, you actually take this and you cut out another, you cut out the other side, because you need to have 2 pieces of this fabric here. Right, so I just round the corner here, and I'm going to round the corner off here as well. Round the corner off here. And if it's not rounded to your likeness, you could always go ahead and play around to get it nice and round. Okay, so there we go. So this is how we round the corner from a square corner to a rounded corner here. And you want 2 pieces of this, okay? So now once you have 2 pieces of this, I'm gonna put it here now. I put it right here. Let me just get some people on. So now I have this here. So what you would do, you would take this piece and you will put it over the other piece. Make sure you have it wrong side touching wrong sides, so wrong side touching wrong side, and then you would round off the corner itself. So you would actually make it same shape as this one itself, okay? All right, so I have 2 pieces already cut out here. So I'm gonna just use the 2 pieces that I have here. I'm gonna take 1 piece and I'm gonna iron, the interfacing on the wrong side of this. So I'm gonna iron it right here, just like this. Right, so I'm gonna iron it and I'm gonna put on my iron. So I have everything set here and I'm gonna iron it nicely just to make sure I have, make it a little bit heavier. But again, guys, if you don't have interfacing, if you don't have anything to iron in between to give it a leeway, is not a big deal, okay? You could actually just make it without this and you will see how easy it is in general. So I am just gonna iron this here nicely and try to get it stick because my iron actually have to take time to get heated up itself. I see some people are giving me a message. I'm not able to see the message that clear, but thanks for the message. So if anyone, like I see some newbies here, I'm not sure who's on the iPhone, who's on G, and Linda Duff. I think I've seen your name a couple times already, but maybe I'm not sure exactly if you are, and I don't want to reveal anything except you do want to reveal to me exactly. You want to say hi, but again, it's not a must. All right. Okay, if anyone have any question, they could definitely ask any question related to sewing. Sharon, did you do that alteration the last time you was asking about alteration? Did you do that alteration?
Yes, it turned out very well. So now she's gonna bring her pantsuit, and I'm gonna do something about the crouch, taking the crouch.
Right. Wow. Okay. So did you follow the steps I gave you, or did you add any other additional?
Oh yes, I did, like you said.
Okay, and it came out well. Fantastic. Very, very nice. And it wasn't that hard, right? It wasn't that hard. Awesome. Very well done. Yeah, okay, so guys, also what I want to do is, so thanks for sharing that. If you have any question at all, if I could able to answer the question on the live, I'll definitely do so. If not, I could probably follow up with you. That's perfectly fine. I have an announcement next week or next live, I would say. I want me and my husband actually would come on and do a little French speaking. So I did promise some of my audience, and some people had messaged me back and say, yes, I would like to kind of engage in some French speaking. So we will kind of do a little French speaking next week. Oh no, next live, not next week, sorry. Next live, I will definitely try to get my husband on here. We could actually do learning to speak French together. Because to be honest with you, I need to learn French. I need to learn French. So if you are able to join next week or next live, that would be grateful. Okay, so I want to make sure this is very snappy. So this is done here. Where's my other piece? Did I throw it somewhere? Let me look for my other piece. I always losing my stuff here. So this part is done. And where did I put my next piece now? Okay, so I've got it here. All right, guys. So here now, what I'm gonna do, I've seen, this is not a must, but this is just a little bit of decoration here that I've seen on the borderline of the table mat. So it's a simple table mat we are making right now. So what I've done here, I just take some African print. You don't have to take African print. You could take any print your heart desire. It doesn't really matter. And what we're going to be doing is gathering the print. So if you notice, I didn't do anything here yet. I just take the print. The length, I'm not even sure if I have enough length here, but I'm just going to show you how many length I have in general here. I have the width first, I would say is, let's say 4 inches. It doesn't have to be 4 inches, guys. It could be more than 4 inches. It could be less than 4 inches. So this is not a definite. You could always play around until you get the right level of what you want. Again, like I said, I never make this before. Like this, how I'm doing it right now. I saw it, I like it, and I thought, you know what, why don't I just do that on live and see how it come out? So the length here I'm doing here now is, so we have 60, 60, and I said, and then we have 49. So the math, so it's not 120, it's way less than 120. Let's put it itself for, let me get someone else in here. So the length is way less than 120, or you could actually just get 120 in general for the length, because I think I may need a little bit more for the length, but we'll see how we can manipulate it and just make it work for us tonight. All right, so I'm gonna take this now and I'm gonna do right sides touching right sides. So this is the wrong sides. Sorry, I will do wrong sides touching wrong sides, right sides facing me. So as I go along, I'm gonna fix it up. As I go along, I'm gonna fix it up. What you could do if you can't work like that, you could just fold it up like this, and then you could pin it if you like. You could just fold it up like this. You could pin it, or you could even iron it to make sure you get it evenly. And then once you do that, then you could go ahead and pin it on here, but you will see exactly how I'm pinning it on here. But what I'm gonna do, just fold it in half. And as I go along, I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna leave at least 1 inch extra open out to the edge here, okay? Because when I'm coming to the end, I wanna make sure that I seal it up properly. So I'm gonna leave it just like that. So just like this, guys, I'm gonna take my pin, right? And I'm gonna do some pleat as I go along. That's why the more length you get is even better, because if you have more, that's fine. You could just cut it out. If you have less, then you kind of have to manipulate the fabric. I think I don't have enough, but again, we'll see how it goes in general, right? Again, there's no definite, I have this amount of fabric, I have this amount of this, you know, we're just trying something out tonight and see how we go. So I'm just actually doing hand folding it or hand pleats here, but I'm gonna do it all the way around. And as I go around, guys, I'm just gonna feed it together. Remember, this is the right sides, wrong sides touching each other, edge to edge. I'm gonna fold it nicely. We're all gonna see how it come out itself together tonight. Yeah. So anyone have any, oh, I'm seeing Kay coming on. Awesome, 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 awesome. All righty. So anyone wanna say anything tonight? Anything at all? And guys, the fabric you get doesn't really matter. So if this, when it finished, this doesn't match with this, who cares? The goal is that I made this, you made this, just get some fabric and just get sewing. You don't have to worry if it match, you don't match, just get busy with sewing. That's the goal about it. So don't worry about if, not just this, I'm saying, if, let's say for instance, you have some fabric and it doesn't match, who cares? Just get busy and start sewing. Eventually, you know, you make that, and at the end of the day, that's all that matters, is that I made this, right?
Please, did
So
you interface both pieces?
What, dear?
Did you interface both pieces?
Oh, no, only one. Just as how I did the live, only one piece I interface. So as you can see, just one. The other one is still free to go. Make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. So now I'm just gonna go ahead. You're gonna take some time when you're going around the corners, just to kind of make sure you get it not too, you don't want to go around the corner too much gather or too little gather. Just make sure it's right. It's not stiff around the corner, but just nice and gentle around the corner itself. So again, I'm just gonna continue going around and pinning, going around and pin, go around and pin. You could also do this with scrap fabric as well, guys. So like I mentioned, it doesn't have to be the exact measurement. You could take a piece of scrap fabric, make a smaller mat, and just have fun with it. So I'm gonna just try to keep it down here and continue going. So Kay, I see you on here. Thanks for joining me. You could ask any question you want. You could say hi. You could just come on and just observe. Thank you for joining me on Zoom tonight. I just want to actually come back on live, like slowly but surely. So there you go. And I think Kay, you are one of the person that replied that you wanna learn French. I think so. So there you go. Next live, I'm gonna try my best to get my husband on, and hopefully we'll have a lot of fun doing speaking French together. Is this simple enough, guys, so far as I'm explaining it? Is it making sense so far? Yeah?
Uh-huh.
Yeah?
Yes.
Anne-Marie, I'm hearing you alone. I'm not hearing anyone else. Where are my people at? Okay, let me just move this around here. So again, we're going to continue folding this. Continue folding this. I think I'll have enough fabric here. I think I'll have enough here. Going around. Okay, how you doing? Go ahead. Whoever, I have a question or wanted to say something.
Oh, this year, I was just wondering, where did y'all learn French from?
Oh no, my husband is a French guy.
Oh, okay. Okay, where he's from?
My husband is from Congo.
Oh, okay. I don't know what that is.
It's okay. It's all good, girl. I didn't even know myself. Yeah, he's from, see, I don't even have, I'm hoping that I have enough to come up. So my husband is a French guy. He actually learned English. I think when he came to Canada or eventually learned English anyway, but he's a French speaking guy. So he's pure French.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's like a really French teacher will be getting itself, or a French, somebody will be getting to help us to learn French. I know every time he had to teach me French, it's like, so I say, no, baby, why don't we just do a live and you teach me French and then we teach everyone else. He's like, okay, so we'll see how that go. We'll definitely see how that go. We'll see how that go. So everyone would ask me, for those who come out would ask, okay, what are you doing, Julius? I'm trying to make a table mat that I've seen recently. I have not made it before, but it's a very simple table mat. So I thought, well, why don't I just do that live? I'm not sure if I'll have enough fabric to finish it up here. For the length of the fabric, guys, for the length of the extra, for those who watching the replay, you could get 120 in the full length and 4-inch in width. Again, you could go more, or you could get even a smaller measurement than what I showed you guys earlier for the mat. There was no definite measurement that you have to go this way or that way for the table mat. It's just play around with fabric. If you have a small amount of fabric, that is perfectly fine. So anyway, I'm gonna, as you can see here, I'm just keep on folding it. So my folding is like I'm doing a pleat, or you could even say you're doing gather, one of the two. So I have some fabric here left and it's still coming around the corner. If I had more fabric, I would have made more gather guide. I'm trying to space it out so I could have enough to finish this project up, but we'll see how it goes. I'm pretty sure I'll have enough for the end. But I think I would have liked it more thicker. So when I see the when I saw this, it was like really amount of gathering. It looks so pretty and nice, but I don't want to jinx it too much because I may not have enough fabric to gather it in. So, and I'm just hand gathering it on away. So anyway, I'm coming up to the corners again. And again, anyone is free to ask a question. Anyone is free to make a comment. Anyone is free to say hi. There's no, well, anyone is free to at least just, you know, I don't know, whatever it is tonight. I'm just happy that you guys was able to join me on Zoom. So coming up to the
it's Kay.
Sorry?
I said, hey, Jalise, it's Kay. I was on YouTube. I just hopped over here.
Okay. Thank you, my darling, for hopping on. Is the live clear on YouTube though? Because sometimes when I do live, it just come out messy.
Yeah, it was.
Okay, awesome. Thank you for joining me, my darling. How is it going?
Pretty good. How about yourself? It's good to see you again, back in action.
Tell me about it, girl. It's good to see everyone on. It's good to see you for sure, for sure. It's going okay. I've been working like crazy. So I just tell myself I have to be doing live. I can't just, you know, decide to go back to work and just keep on working. I have to kind of come back on live. So here I am and here you are. I think, did you message me that you want to learn French too as well? Did you tell me that?
Yep, because I did French in high school, so it'll be a good refresher course for me.
Fantastic. Okay, I like that. Okay, good. Well, it would be a newness for me, so it would be refreshing for you. Awesome. So I'm gonna hopefully that my husband would actually join me next week, and that would be great. So we are all gonna have our book and our pencil and our ears listening to learn some French. All right, good stuff. Okay, so I wish I would have probably put in some more, but we'll see how we go, like I mentioned. So thanks, Kay, for joining me and everyone else. And everyone else, anyone else want to say something? And Kay, you, if you want to ask a question, anything, everyone is more than welcome to just hop in and interrupt me. No problem. I'm just talking because, you know, I don't want empty air. I want us to just chat tonight until I'm finished. So what I want to do is I have this extra here. I could, if I wasn't doing the live, what I would have done would go back in and just make some more gather itself, but I'm not gonna go ahead and do that. What I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna just cut this off here, okay? And I am gonna try to fold it so it could, so this end could and this end could seal nicely, okay? So that's what I'm gonna try to do here. So I am gonna come around the corner this way because it is around a corner. I'm gonna fold this down. So this is pretty much freehand doing here. You could always do that before, but I'm gonna fold this down here like this, okay? All right. And what I'm gonna try to do is to tuck this inside this. So I'm gonna get a smooth, even edge, right? I'm gonna get a smooth, even edge. So tuck this down inside this. So everything just come out nicely. So the corner just nice and clean here. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take my pin and I'm gonna pin it down right here, okay? Eventually, guys, I'm gonna sew this down. Once I'm finished, I'm gonna actually take the go to the sewing machine and sew this down. So I can put a pin here, yes or no, just to kind of remind myself, but I'll take out a pin here. Just leave it like that. Eventually, I'll sew it down. So now what do I do? Okay, so I sandwich this together. So that's how it is right now. And again, you could work with any fabric. You just sort of have some pretty fabric and then some African print. You don't have to put African print. You can put whatever fabric your heart desire. So now what I'm going to do here, I'm going to sandwich this now. So this is the nitty-gritty part. You have to know exactly what to do next. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to cover it up like this. Okay, I am going to leave an opening. Okay, so that means some part of this here, I would go ahead and seal it at the very end. All right, I'm gonna leave an opening. So I'm gonna leave an opening around here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take this, just take out one pin here, leave it here. And you know what, I'm gonna put a double pin because sometimes I forget and I'll just seal the whole thing. So I'll just put a double pin here and a double pin here. Just take out this one here, right? And I'm gonna put it here. So check out this here and put it here, right? And then for me now, I would just take out just a few pins. You don't have to, but again, if you want, guys, for those who do this for the first time, you could go ahead and repin the whole thing, or you could just take out the pin in the bottom here, because I did this, so I want to make sure that this was sealed nicely, and you just put it over here, and you don't have to seal the whole thing, which I wouldn't do the whole thing. I'm just going to pull out here because you just want to stable this down to this, right? Okay. So I'm gonna pull just a few pins out. If you think that you need to take out the whole pin out and repin here, that's perfectly fine as well. I'm just gonna do a few to tuck it down. So once I sew, everything stay down nice and pretty. Okay, so where's my opening? My opening is here. So I'm gonna put one more pin here, take out this one here, and set it down here. All right, so I'm gonna go on the sewing machine now. So get ready, we're gonna put our sewing machine up here. Hopefully everyone is seeing very well. And what I'm gonna do, actually, before I go on the sewing machine, let me show you guys what I'm gonna do. So I am gonna start here. I'll do my back stitch here, and I'm gonna do probably 1/2 inch. You could do 1 inch if you think that you need to do 1 inch, that's perfectly fine. And I'm gonna do 1/2 inch, do my back stitch, 1/2 inch all the way around the town and round and round, and then come and do 1/2 inch here, and I'm done, okay? So let's get started with that. So I'm gonna put my machine up here, put on the light, and hopefully everyone is seeing very well. And I am gonna start. So now, for those who are doing sewing for the first time, I would seriously suggest you take out the pin here and you put it up. I would suggest that big time because you don't want to sew over the pin and possibly break the needle, okay? Just because I know exactly what I'm doing, I'll take my time and I'll take out the pin as I go along because I have to take out the pin anyway, okay? So I am going to be doing 1/2 inch here now. So 1/2 inch all the way here, and I'm going to put my hand under now as I go along to take out the pin as I go along. Okay, so I'm going to get started here.
Delise? Hello,
I want to be very
Delise.
conscious because I know I have a lot of pins in here.
Delise,
Yes, dear.
do you reduce the stitch length as you go around the corners?
No, I just keep it at my half inch. No, I don't.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't. Great question. All right, so I'm coming here. I'm going to take out my pin. And I am going to, I just maintain my stitch, maintain my guide. That's all, the half an inch. All right, I'm coming around the corner. You just have to take your time when you're coming around the corner, because it's like a circle you're going around, or semicircle. Take your time. Again, I am gonna be pushing my hand under to take out all my pins as I go along, and you just take your time. There's no rush. Like I always say, if you're a very busy person, you want to sew and you're in a hurry, I'm not the girl. I'm not the person for you. All right, so we're gonna go around. We're gonna continue going around half an inch. I'll try to take all my pins out as I go along. I would highly suggest you repin just to make sure you have everything clear, so you don't have to be going under, taking another pin if you are new to this and you're doing it for the first time. Okay. And because you have a lot of fabric, the fabric tends to shift a lot, so don't stress about it. A lot of people may stress in why is the fabric shifting? Because there's a lot of fabric. Just try to keep your hand down, keep it nice and steady, and you will be just fine. Again, I'm going around the other corner. I want to pull out some of my pins here. I want to pull out all my little nice pins here. And for those who actually want to see this video again, eventually I'm going to edit the video and repost it. So you can see it a little bit with all the chatty here now. Okay, so every time you're going around the corner, just have to be careful because your fabric sometimes could shift. That's the only thing. And again, you have a lot of fabric going on with. There you go. All right, almost there. A lot of fabric, so we have to be careful. That's all. And also our pins, we take it out as we go along. All righty. Take out these pins here again. So I'm excited to see how we're going to turn out because I don't even know how it's going to turn out, to be honest with you. We all eventually see how we're going to turn out together. Coming around the corner. Take your time. Take out your pin. I would say put the pin at the top. Taking out all my pins. Okay, taking out my pins here. So one thing people have asked me, do I have to put pins in the fabric? I would suggest put pins until you're competent, right? I always put pins because I always teach beginners, but again, I could sew this without pin. But when you come to that level of not sewing with that pin, that means you're very competent in sewing. So if you still a beginner, I would say put pins and you will get a nice simple stitch. All righty. So I'm gonna continue here. I'm gonna continue here. Almost coming to the end, which is good. Also, I hope I get all my fabric in because that's another thing. Again, you could miss out some of the in-between fabric. So we'll see how it goes. We are making what? A decorative table mat. So that's how it is today. Very simple. Okay, coming around the corner. I might have some pins left in there still, but it is what it is. Okay, I'm almost to the home stretch. Trying to take out my pin as I go along. And then I come to the back to the to my end point and I do my back stitch. All right, so let's see if we were successful. So let's assess together. And guys, one thing I like to say, I'm doing this live to show you know what, if you make a mistake, it's not the end of the world. That doesn't mean you're a bad sewer. That doesn't mean you're not good. Because I get a lot of that, oh, you know what, why I can't sew straight, or why I make mistake. You know what, the most couture of all coutures make mistake, and it's okay. It's not the end of the world. All right, so we'll see what happened here. Okay, I think it looks okay so far. There's a pin left here. I'm gonna just slide my hand in from the hole and take it out. Take it out here. All right, and we'll see if I sew on all the, because it's a lot of fabric, so sometimes it's very thick. Something I miss out. If I miss all, I'll just gently go back and put it back again. Okay, so what do we do next? We're gonna use our opening here. I would suggest you make it bigger. Another thing we could do as well is to just nip around the corner, just for easy relaxation of the fabric, right? To make sure that just around the curved corner, you don't have to do the whole thing, just around the curved corner to relax the edge, the corners of the fabric, that's all. It's like for those who took my advanced class and know when you're doing the neckline, you wanna relax the neckline by nipping it or doing notches around the neckline so you could relax very nicely on the client, okay? So you don't have to do the whole thing, just around that area. Good stuff. So next we're gonna open, use the hole. Make sure your hand can go in nicely. You could leave a bigger hole than what I leave, of course. There's no right and wrong way. And then we'll see the final work. It ain't finished completely yet, but we'll see how it look. And whether the fabric match, yes or no, doesn't really matter. At least we make something that we could be proud of. And I want everyone who is on here, you don't have to do this if you're a big time sewer, but again, I would like us to always keep sewing. That's why I asked Anne-Marie, have you sewn? Or I asked who have sewn this week? Because kind of when you stop sewing something, you forget. Trust me, girl, you forget big time. So we have this here, okay? Okay, remember I was pinning it and I didn't sew it down. So I am just gonna go ahead and formulate it here. That's the opening here, right? I'm gonna put my pin back there. So I'm gonna seal that opening itself here. That's the only thing here. So let me go ahead and put a pin here because the pin had to go the pin actually. I took out a pin here. So I'm gonna fold it back here. I'll put a pin here. Okay. So Hillary's coming on. Oh my goodness, where's my mouse? I can't find my mouse again. Okay, so that's how it is so far. So what I want to do before I even before I seal this here, the opening here, I'm going to iron it again. Just a little iron to see how iron is always your friend. As guys, for those who have taken my class, for those who know how to sew very well, knowing that you cannot go wrong with ironing. Whether you like it, you don't like it, iron is definitely your friend to have your garment coming out professionally made. So I am going to iron it down nicely here. So nice little iron here.
That's pretty. I like that.
Yeah, you know, it actually got nice. I didn't even know how the pattern would actually work. Because my husband was saying, you know what, that mixed pattern, he was saying something before. So you see here, I have to also seal this down in a bit, so I don't forget that part. But again, and again, you could always make the frill part very big if you want. I had it bigger before, and I say, you know, no, it's too big. Let me make it smaller. There's no right or wrong way. There's no Jalish, you know what I did? I missed the measurement. Just go ahead and try a thing. Just watch the video over again. Just get a piece of fabric. It doesn't have to be my exact measurement. Just do something and feel proud that I make it. That's all it is. Okay, so far that's how it looked. So I am gonna, let me bring this up. So yeah, I have to seal this out. Remember, this was the edge I wanted to that I leave open so we could close it down shut. All right. So it's here. I'm gonna just put a pin. So once I put a pin, I'm gonna seal it down. And no one would even know if you ever have even have an opening there, and if you join anything, like no one would know. No one would even thought that you have a little opening here, and you're gonna join it down with something. They will just like the creation, and again, it's yours. You will feel proud about it. So I'm just gonna seal it down here. So I'll seal this down here. All right, good stuff. Okay, so I am gonna go ahead on the machine. You could go ahead and make a top stitch all the way around. right? So these have a lot of pattern already. What I'm gonna just do here, I'm just gonna seal this here for now. All right, but if you wanna make sure everything blend nicely, you could go ahead and just seal the whole thing around to just make a nice little top stitch. Let's see if I could do it, yes or no, we'll see. Let me just go ahead and start and decide if I want a top stitch to kind of seal the deal here. So remember, I'm just closing my opening here, right? And I'm gonna start on this side. So I'm gonna come right here. Make sure my opening is sealed. Just make sure you pin it well. You don't have to do it freehand like me there. Make sure it's really, really pinned nicely so you will get it on both sides. And I'm just gonna pin it. See, okay. All right, what I might do, let me see, probably I'll just go all around with it. Don't have to. At the end, I'll decide, should I go around with it or I could just leave it sealed there? One of the two. Let's see. Another thing, guys, you could also do, take needle and thread and seal it down here as well. Like this. Let's see how we go. The fabric, this one is really thick. The sewing was not the best, but at the end of the day, let me do one more stitch. Remember that opening I had right here? So I am gonna just seal that down and I'm done. That's it. Just gonna get a pin and pin it so make sure I don't miss anything. Get a pin and pin it down here. Make sure I seal it down well. That's it. And then I'm gonna try to see if I can sew it down. So I have a pin there. Pick out a pin as I go. Try to keep everything together. And also you can always get coordinating thread. So if you had to make something like this, you'll thread everything match. Let me see if it catch. Yeah, it catch. Okay. All right, so all here, just gonna trim it out nicely. And there you go. You have a decorative fabric mat. You take your time and voila. Isn't that pretty, guys?
It is. I like the colors.
The color is so beautiful. The color, I didn't even know if that would have actually come out.
Yeah.
Yeah. It come out really, it come out well. So I would have to just go fix up that easier here. That's one other thing yet, but at the end of the day, it's fine here. Okay, so this is a very decorated, and the pattern is so gorgeous, like this pattern here. You know what I mean? So it's actually just bring up the whole thing, and there you go. What do you guys think?
I know
That's
Sharon
beautiful.
is thinking she can quilt. Sharon, you're probably thinking, oh, I can quilt around those circles, right?
Right.
What you thinking?
That she can quilt around the circles.
Of course. There you go. Of course, of course, of course. I like that.
I came in late, so I thought it was a quilting class.
That was a what? Oh, Hillary, that was a quilting class.
I thought you were doing a quilting class. I'm like, oh Lord, I'm gonna have to watch it all over again to make sure I do my homework.
No, it was just something I seen at work. I see this nice, beautiful. Actually, it was even more overall than that. So maybe next time I'll try to make it a little bit more overall. It was really rounded around the corner. And I was like, wow, I was complimenting the person. I was like, I saw and I like this. He's like, yes, you like this? Wow, strange thing. So I said, you know what, I'm just going to make it on a live. And this is the first time I made it in the live. This is very simple anyway. So when I said the first time I make it, I'm meaning that there's nothing that you cannot do if you put your mind on it. I did it on a live. If I made mistake, like who cares, right? Like whatever the case may be. It's just to encourage some of my viewers who are beginners. I know Hillary ain't beginner. I know Anne-Marie ain't beginner. I know Kay is not beginner. I know Sharon not beginner. But for those who are watching me who are beginner, dive in, make one, and just have fun. There you go.
I'm still learning, Joyce. No, you're the master or the mistress.
We thank God, my sister. We thank God. I'm so grateful for everyone being on board here today. So this is very simple. I think we could just try that. And this is like a good gift now. Isn't that a nice gift?
Yes, it is. It is. You can make
very
so many gift ideas for persons who are or who like stuff like that. And
there you go.
You make an outfit. You have fabric leftovers. I saw some pieces just 2 days ago, and I'm like, okay, what am I gonna do with this? What am I gonna do? I'm like, okay, I need to find little projects I can work with.
There you go. So have you been sewing for others, Hillary?
Actually, my mom just went up and I had made her a bonnet. And when her sister came by, her sister borrowed it, did not return it.
That's good.
So I just made a few.
Okay.
And
that's nice. Okay,
I'm going to mail to her.
Hold on. I have to pin Hillary here. There you go. Of course. Why not? Right?
So I have to mail them to her.
Okay.
I said, now you have enough, can share with your sister.
Exactly. Where is she right now?
She's in Florida.
Oh, she's in Florida. So yeah.
Yeah, she just went up yesterday.
Okay. Awesome. Very nice. There you go. So you have been sewing. So Hillary have been sewing Anne-Marie. So I guess Kay. So everybody is in the loop. So which is good.
I gotta keep the machine going, otherwise it will seize up on me.
I know.
I just cleaned up my machine. I took it completely apart. I took my serger apart just to get Oh,
I don't want to see inside my serger.
So much dust in there, but just to keep the momentum.
I know
you have to
it's gonna give me a workout to clean it.
I know. I'm telling you. I know.
But I have to find some time to get to that.
Yeah, I know. So my goal by the grace of God is to do more lives as we go on. Because remember we used to do a lot of live during COVID. Oh my goodness. And there'll be a lot of sewing going on. So.
That's how
I miss you guys so much.
COVID was my savior for learning to sew.
I know.
But it was also a company.
Anne-Marie, even before you came on, we was like crazy. Well, we was like going on way before you come on. I'm telling you.
I could tell from the live that you posted, like the ones that I watched. I'm like, these guys are having fun.
I'm telling you. Very good.
Yep.
Awesome. I see my friend. I have a friend on here tonight, Marilyn Alexander. Oh my goodness. Marilyn, is that you? Are you kidding me? Marilyn, this is one of my school buddies.
Yay.
Is that Marilyn Alexander? I don't know.
Yes.
Oh no. Okay, I thought it was Marilyn. Okay, no. Thanks for joining me, Marilyn. I'm not sure. I thought it was Thanks for joining me, Marilyn. And for everyone else, I'm not even sure how much of us that is on here to live. Let me look at the gallery. How much of us? 10 of us that is here?
10.
Fantastic.
Awesome. Including you.
Yeah.
Including me. Yeah. Okay, good. So Linda Dove, thanks for joining me. Roseanne Veron. Oh my goodness. All my buddies are here. So Amma, thanks for joining me. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Someone say hello, Jilise. Okay, this is good idea for what festival, MK? Juneteenth festival? What is that? Okay, you still active? What is a Juneteenth festival? Oh, Juneteenth festival. I'm not really sure what is that. But Anne-Marie had some Kay had suggested that this is good for Juneteenth festival. Anyone know what is that? No, maybe. I'm not even sure. Okay, I guess so. I could agree as well. All right, guys. So we have an announcement. So next class, we are going to do French with my husband. So I'm hoping he's prepared to join us for French. So we're gonna be doing some just he'll be teaching me French, and I thought, okay, why not? I think maybe a few of us might want to learn to speak French. So like bonjour, comment ça va? Ça va bien, merci. Right, Kay? Can you agree? If she's active. So next class we'll be doing some French lesson itself. So I'm excited, right?
Your husband seems like he's fun. I saw a video where you were doing your bonnet. The bucket hat. Yeah. And you're saying something and he's trying to repeat after you. It was so funny. I was laughing my head
I know. Me too. At the end, right? There's another part at the end. If you look at the very end, I
did. I watched the whole thing.
I know. I'm trying to get him to kind of do live, because if you do live more, it's I think it will be fun. Yeah. Awesome, guys. Awesome. So if anyone have any question, any comment, any concern, you could definitely message me, or you could let me know if you have any question on the live. For those who are in Toronto, Brampton itself, we do offer sewing classes on Mondays only currently for now. We are planning to do a lot of lives again, so we'll see how we go, because people have been asking me for online sewing classes as well. Right now I just have like the beginners video session if anyone want to purchase that for sure, but I will be coming on with live more live and more classes online as we go along. I had paused for a while because I had gone back to my nursing job for now. So we'll see how things goes. My husband actually is helping me big time in sewing, so he's also one of my co-teachers, so I'm excited. It kind of gives me excited to kind of come back online again and probably getting more involved in online classes as well. So I'm excited for that. So anyway, guys, I'm so grateful for everyone joining me tonight. If you have any question, the next live, we'll be doing French, but any live at all, you have any question, like alteration question, someone want you to make something for them and you want my opinion, and if I can answer it on the live, I'll answer it. If I cannot answer it on the live, I'll probably send you a message or send you a video message if I don't have the answer available, right? So that's fair and square. Anytime we have a live and you want to ask a question on the live of any sewing, whatever, whether this, whether that, whatever, and I'm able to answer it, I'll be more than happy to answer it in general to make the live fun. All right, guys, so I want to say ta-ta to everyone. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. It was a pleasure having everyone on. I'm so grateful. I would edit this video, the one is on YouTube, and I'll post this so everyone could actually see the beginning and the end part, and hopefully you could create one for yourself. Remember, by the grace of God, Jesus Christ, love every one of you. Whether you're on Zoom with me, you're watching the replay, Jesus Christ is the author for our soul. He's the reason for the season, and he loves every one of us. And one of the goals for everyone is to know him as our personal Lord and Savior. Have yourself a wonderful night, guys. Have yourself a wonderful night. Thank you so much for joining me on the live tonight.
Have a great weekend, guys. Stay warm.
Thank you. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Anne-Marie, Sharon, Anma, Kay, Linda Duff, Marilyn Alexander.
You know, it's hard when you tell us bye and we're sitting here like, no, we don't want to leave. Everybody's thinking the same.
I know. Thank you so much for joining me. For those who are watching me live on my Facebook page. Have a good night, guys. Bye-bye.